Hi everybody, this is Doll Dazzler and welcome to my channel. I've been making some videos on ideas you can utilize when building settlements in Fallout 4. And in today's video, I am at Croup Manor. So at the front of the settlement, I have used once again those steel prefabs, the in and out doors as I call them, and this is a perfect example of why I do that, because of the Brahman. So I'm able to get in the settlement whether he is all the way in or not. It makes it really nice for defending the settlement. And then also over here as well, I made an additional entrance to this settlement. This Croup Manor actually gets attacked by a vertebrate a lot, and it crashes like right here. So in order to be able to defend it more easily, I had created that entrance so that I can get in and run around and come back through and be able to defend it a lot easier than just having the one entrance. So in the middle of this settlement was a statue already. It was kind of broken. So what I had done is I added a fountain statue and some lion statues. This look is not totally completed yet. There are a few things in this settlement that are not done yet, but it is getting rather large, so they're going to have to start being careful with how much I continue to add, and then also start removing some of the larger concrete that I don't really need to have. So I do have a couple more things that I want to do with this. I want to add some lights and some plants. But I have a lot of turrets in this area right here because of that vertebrate that crashes. So they're kind of just all hanging out there. I do want to do some kind of a little platform for them in here too when I come back. So I don't have an additional building for the settler's house. What I had done is I had utilized just this particular mansion for both the stores and the settler's house. So they're both incorporated in there, so there's not a different building for that. Back here is my mut fruit. And back on the other side is just a Brahman Feeder. This is the end of the where I had made the end of the perimeter of the settlement is the back side of that mansion. So there is some empty space here, and I may come back and do something with it. I'm not too sure yet. There's a few things that I'd rather do to finish up one of the bedrooms first. So I'll probably do that before adding anything out there. This area in the front is kind of like a planter box with some mut fruits. I do have a few more ideas that I want to incorporate here, but for the time being it just is just the mut fruit for right now. Around the back in here I do have it closed off. I had started to come back and do some updating with the concrete columns, or the pillar column concretes. Just to give it a little bit of texture. I do like these, they give a pattern, and so I don't have to use those pictures so much. There's the workbench, and then back around the corner here is actually the back side of one of the stores. So when I take you in there, I'll show you the front side in just a second. So all of this is enclosed. And up here in the very, very top, I had done like a platform up there, and that's where I had added those lions, and I started to do the some of the box lighting, the cycle lights. I would like to have these cycle lights go all the way around this box if I possibly have enough space to do that. And when I do the updating on this video, I will be showing the completion of this. I wanted to outline all of those and then probably change the color of the cycle boxes as well. So going into the mansion, the first floor is all of the stores, and they are almost all complete. I do still have to dress them up and name them so that you know which each of the stores are. This is definitely the bar area, and then there's a little patio out here. So I want to give, if you guys have any cool names for me, as usual, if you have any cool names, please leave it in the comments, and if I use your suggestion, I'll give a shout out to you and give you the credit in my updated video. So back before I go into the other side of the store area, I want to show you these pictures. In the Spectacle Island is where I started to do the kind of like the layering of the pictures, and so these framed pictures are sitting on top of each other, and that kind of gives a cool effect on top of like the other pictures that make it look like wallpaper. So then this gives an additional effect over the top of that. And then these over here in the front, these are all lined up on each other all the way down, and that makes it look kind of like Venetian blinds, or kind of maybe a shutter. So that's kind of a cool idea. But again, it does raise the size of your settlement using a lot of these pictures in concrete. They raise the settlement size really quickly. So over here, I do know that this is the clothing store and this is the weapons and armory. So I am going to kind of decor them out so that you can tell what kind of stores they are and give them names. Over here, I already have one of the mannequins for the clothing store. And then going on up is the first floor of the house for the settlers. That's the bathroom area back there, and I'll go over there in just a second. So this over here is the living room, and kind of like a little library area. The kitchen. I kind of want to come back and do something on the floor as well. I do want to maybe put some of those mats in. The black mats are really cool. They clean it up really well. So I'll probably come back and put some of those in. I do have some lights, the light that I incorporated into the ceiling fan that was already there. And then going off to the other side, I use those pictures again, kind of like for the Venetian blind, or just some blinds. I think that looks, it kind of gives a kind of a cool look, but I used a lot of pictures. So this settlement, it doesn't seem like it's very large, but because of the items that I chose to build with, it raised the size of the settlement really fast. So coming back to update makes it a little bit hard. I'm going to have to start removing some of the larger concrete in order to continue to build. In here is the bathroom area. I had started putting in a countertop with the sink when I came back to do some of the updating on it. So I want to do a little bit more with this, probably change out this a little bit, make it more like a bathroom sink area. I was kind of just messing around to see what I could fit in this corner, because it is kind of a tight corner. And so I just have those framed pictures. This is where I really took advantage of those, stacking them on each other. But it really makes it, because I like this picture, it makes it nice and bright. Makes it look a lot larger than it really is. When I come back to update, I'll be probably taking out some of these cabinets, maybe not these ones, but these over here, I'll probably remove them and just put in a little bit smaller wall. Back over here is the tub area. It is also not quite finished, almost there, but not quite. And then back around the corner is the toilet. So this is it's a pretty bright bathroom. I like this bathroom. Maybe I can add in a vanity, maybe put in a mirror. Can try to do the mirror. This might be kind of hard because these are stacked up pretty thick, these pictures. So we'll see what else I can add in there. And then going on up is the bedroom area. This is kind of like a little lounge area. I'm going to turn on my light now because it's going to start to get a little bit dark. Because I still need to add some lighting in these areas. So this is like a little lounge type area. And because I'd come back and started to do the updating, and I started adding these concrete pillars, I did originally have like a steel wall here. And so these made it look so much nicer, so much cleaner than the steel wall, and I didn't have to stack the pictures. because of that pattern on those columns. So I was able to utilize just a couple of the pictures, and then off to the other side of the room is the completion of that look where the pictures are stacked on each other. So it's really kind of opens it this saved space to not stacking up those pictures. Back over here, I have kind of like a little game room that I started to make. I have some lighting that I still need to add in this room, and also I want to make like some arcade games. And I had started out with the bobblehead stands, but I'm not sure if I necessarily want to complete the look using those. I mean, it has a good base to it. But if you guys have any good ideas for that, making like an arcade game type of setup, please leave it in the comments. And I'm kind of torn what I want to do with the top part, which would be the actual video part for that. But I did add some lighting behind there, and the cycle lighting, and I still have a little bit more that I want to add. That's why I haven't changed the color of those lights yet. So this is kind of just like a little game room type area. And then off to the side, if these settlers will let me in, I might have to... They're not going to let me in. They sometimes stand in the way. I don't know why they do that. I could probably try to... Oh, there we go. Okay, so this is the first bedroom. I had to make 2 bedrooms because I started getting a lot of settlers. As you can see, they're all hanging out here. So I have like a little TV stand area and some of the beds. I do want to do a couple more things up in here over the top of the beds to brighten it up a little bit. So it's kind of a smaller bedroom, and then up here is the additional bedroom that I still have quite a bit more to do with. I have to add lights and all kinds of, all the decor up here. I haven't done anything for this bedroom yet. So coming out here is the top of the mansion. I don't know that I will necessarily do anything up here. This is a really great place to like jump down and defend the settlement, and up here as well. I haven't done anything up here either, and I don't know that I will. But this is a great place to defend the settlement, especially when that vertibird is in there in that area. This is really nice if I get the opportunity to get up here to defend them. It works out much better than being stuck at the ground level with them. So this is Croup Manor. For now, and when I come back and update, I will do an updated video, and if you guys have given me any suggestions that I used, I will most definitely give you guys the credit, whoever's idea I use. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.